It's a game I feel like we should have won. We led for the majority of the game. Got to give Louisville credit. They made a couple of really big threes late. Williams, I believe, and I can't remember who the other one was. We just, for the first time all year, we fouled too much. We let a team that's like 270 something in the country in free throw attempts get 34 free throw attempts, and so it's hard to win that way when you're fouling that much. And 10 threes is too many threes. They made some big shots. Williams made a big one there late. Locke played with a lot of confidence. He's a good player. I thought our team really battled hard, defended really well. We had some droughts there offensively, but we only turned the ball over 7 times. We took pretty good care of it. 14 out of 18 from the free throw line is pretty good, but we only got 18 of them. And they got 34 of them. And so, hard to win that way. And then the last possession, they shouldn't have had a full shot clock, obviously. I don't know how they can mess that up, but they did. And so we had to foul when we really didn't need to foul. And, put us in a tough situation. You got to give them credit. They made shots. So credit to Louisville. They hung in there. They never went away. We had a couple chances probably to extend the lead maybe a little bit to double digits. We could never get there. And so they, credit to them for the win.
Steve, not to try to get you in any trouble or anything, but was the bench letting the refs know that the shot clock should have been started at 20?
My assistant coaches were yelling, but they, I couldn't get their attention. And by then it was too late. And, so, that's a simple play that shouldn't have happened. And we should have had a rebound. Okay. We gave up the offensive rebound. That's on us. But it's a pretty simple play that the shot clock automatically goes back to 20. It's not hard. And they shut it off. And so then we ended up fouling. They wouldn't have shot the ball with 7 seconds to go. It was a 7-second differential. They probably would have shot it with 10 or 11, and we'd have had plenty of time to come on, only down 2 or 3, or I don't know. And so it's disappointing.
Steve, is that play reviewable?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably not in the right frame of mind right now for that. I don't know.
Steve, what was the general message to the team in the postgame?
We have to close this game out. This is a winnable road game. And to go to the NCAA tournament and have a chance to win the ACC, you got to win on the road. And this was it's a tough environment, great crowd, great fans. You knew they were going to come out and play hard, and they did. And I thought we did too, but we didn't do enough at the end execution-wise. And a lot of, even though we did, we held them to 39%, but a couple plays late defensively in the ball screen. We didn't have right coverage. We didn't have right communication to get down the lane. Faulkner lays in the basket. They throw it to the corner. For some reason, we help off the corner. We're not supposed to. They bang a 3. We're late coming around a handoff, bang a 3. And then Williams, he made one. That I give him that. But I think just execution of making plays on offense and defense. We had a play call coming out of the timeout. We called 2 plays in the timeout, and we blew the first play. I don't know how you do that. And so you can't win that way. That's on me. I got to do a better job of coaching them.
Steve, when you say that the guys fouled too much, is there anybody or anything in particular that bothered you with the fouling?
It was obviously a physical game, and Louisville did a good job of putting pressure on the rim and driving it, and we fouled. And so you have to adjust to those things, and we never really did. We just kept fouling and putting them in the bonus and putting them in the 2-shot fouls, and they made 25 of them. And I'm not one too many games on the road where, or maybe any, where if you let the other team shoot 34 free throws, you're not going to have a good chance to win. It's too much fouling, and so I would say, it's that. Other than that, we didn't turn it over. We didn't shoot the ball great, but they're a good defensive team. I knew that. We just didn't execute enough down the stretch to win the game.
Steve, given you held them for a pretty long stretch in the end of the first half, without scoring, did you feel like you should be up more than 5 at halftime?
Yeah, maybe. I thought I compared it a little bit to Virginia Tech, though, to the team at halftime. We were only up 4 at half. And I felt like we were going to play better on offense in the second half, and we had a chance to get away from them. That's kind of how I felt. And that's what I told them, because we were at a point in the first half where we weren't guarding. They were shooting about 50%. And we had, I don't know if we got to the 12 media or something like that. And I said, listen, this has got to change or we're not going to win. We got to guard. And then we locked in. We started getting some stops, and we had some, I don't know how many kills in the first half, maybe 3, but I don't think we had a kill in the second half. And so we needed one of those down the stretch to win the game.
Anything else for Coach, you guys? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we got Jake Laravia here. Questions for Jake?
Jake, I guess just what was the feeling as it got down the stretch and you guys were trading buckets? What were your thoughts on the final few minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it just got to the point where we were going back and forth, and then we couldn't execute on offense, and they were hitting tough shots. Thought if we would have executed a little bit better on the offensive end, then it would have been a different game. But we just couldn't do it. So,
for you personally, were you a little rusty to start, and then what clicked you into gear in the second half?
No, I don't think I was rusty. I was just playing how I always play. I feel good. I feel like I'm already back. It's not really like a first game back time thing. I think I'm back 100% already. My shot was off. It is what it is. A lot of us, we couldn't really hit shots this game, and it showed.
Jake, what did Louisville do that impressed you the most? Like, what was the hardest matchup?
I mean, they made threes in scout. That was really the one thing we talked about where, they could beat us. So we knew that if we could stop their 3-point shooters, that we would win, and we just couldn't do it. That Noah Lockdo hit some tough threes at the end of the game for him, and we just couldn't execute on defensive end right there.
Jake, just how
Jake,
tough was it to defend without fouling? And then how tough was it for you to be on the floor so long without Alondas there with you?
I think it was really, Mammon was really the only one that got in serious foul trouble for us, which is tough because having him on a bench just doesn't go well for us on the court because he's such a big time player, especially down the stretch for us. But I think everyone else did a pretty good job defensively. It was just, you're going to get some calls. It's going to happen.
Jake, in the scout for this game, did you guys expect the game to be as physical as it was?
Yeah, that was one of the things we stressed that the coaches talked about a bunch is that this is a very physical team that we're going to have to, be tough on our finishes and everything like that. It's going to be a very physical game. So we talked about that a lot. And
how did you feel you guys handled that?
I think we did we're on the road, big crowd, very loud gym. I thought some things could have went better. Obviously we lost, so it didn't go our way, but we're going to learn and we're going to move on because we got a quick turnaround.
Thank you.
All right. Any last questions for Jake?
Jake, did you happen to see that the shot clock didn't reset on that Louisville possession down the stretch with about 26 seconds left?
No, I wasn't paying attention to that because my man was the one that got the rebound.
All right. Thanks, Jake.
Yep.